It is time for football as we welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's our visiting team and our home team. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Should be a fun one. Off we go on EA Sports. This one crushed. It's over the back line of the end zone. Touchback. And the ball's coming out to the 35. Now the first carry for the younger Cook brother. This is James Cook. Oh, big hole left side. And he will score. Terrific way, Greg, to get this game started. Able to get the opening touchdown and do it with a long run.
Mike, anytime you can create explosive plays in the run game, you're definitely going to take it. And they're going to be able to build on those plays as the rest of this game moves along.
The score. Visitors 7. Our home team, nothing. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Marcus Jones now to return. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Operating from their own 23, they'll begin first and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he'll get about 5.
Bijan Robinson, ball carrier. He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
From the 29, here's second and 5. Out of the gun, here's May. First throw of the game is going to be intercepted. Picked off by their rookie corner. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
Mike, doesn't it just seem like year in and year out, especially on the defensive side of the ball, there's these late-round players that kind of burst onto the scene out of nowhere, and there's a reason this guy fell in the draft. But I'll tell you what, he has shown a ton of growth so far this year, and he continues to make his presence felt in the back end of this defense. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
To the air. On second down, here's Allen. High throw over the middle. That's taken in. They get 19 on that pass play. And that will be a first down. Allen going to give it to Cook. The elusiveness on display there. Nifty footwork setting up first and goal.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground. And tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around. So continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage. Mix in the runs with the pass. And if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs.
And he'll take this one in. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think the quarterback's legs could be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. Yeah! And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
To throw on first down is May. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
10 at the 25-yard line.
Crazy. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That's over the middle and intercepted. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
The best way, Mike, for a defense to bait these bad throws is don't allow the quarterback to throw the ball to their first read. By the time he gets to the third or fourth read, in this case, the defender has already put himself in position, jumped that route, challenged the receiver, and that's a big-time takeaway.
And he surges forward for a gain of about 5.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4.
Here comes second and 4. They'll keep it on the ground with Cook. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line. A gain of 17 yards. That's enough for a first down.
For that play to work, Mike, you have to distort the defensive line at the point of attack. And what that means is the offensive lineman, you need one of them to win their block. Move the defender out of his gap. Because when you do, you can see there is a nice run lane for the back to hit.
That's taken in. It's James Cook. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
Allen now on second down. This one is hauled in. Are the feet in bounds? Yes! Tight spaces down there. Things happen quick. Greg, a quick decision and great execution for the score.
You're exactly right, Mike. Down here this close to the goal line, everybody's clock has to speed up. Not only the quarterback processing to get the ball out of his hand, but you have to win as a receiver quickly and give the quarterback somewhere to go with the ball. It was that quickness at the line of scrimmage that led to that touchdown.
Jones now on the return. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
On the return. His guys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Hey, here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
On play action, here's May. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
They'll try again here. Second and 10.
What's that? Ready, what's that? It's five.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He'll let this one go deep down the right sideline. Ramondre Stevenson was the intended target that time.
Incomplete.
Now it's going to be third down.
You just can't defend a pass much better than that, Mike. And the way they teach these defenders is attack the receiver's hand with your hands. That's the catch point that you want to disrupt, and makes a really nice play on the ball, and he's able to knock it out of bounds.
Throwing on third down is May. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
Here goes tonight. Ready, what's that?
They'll go. Here's May. That's going to be caught. They get 18 yards on fourth down and a fresh set of downs.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the fourth quarter.
Here's May again. He's got this to Bijan Robinson. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
They were able to complete this pass, but how often do we see these running backs run these angle routes and they catch it in stride and run a hole through the defense? So I know the defense gave up some yards here, but it could have been a lot worse.
Here comes Robinson on a toss to the right, and he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be third. They need 1.
Ready, what's that?
To throw now, May. And on third down, that ball is incomplete.
So prior to that third down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation at that down and distance. They had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up fourth down.
They're going. It's May. Right side, catch made by Dobbs. It's a gain of 10 as they get the conversion on fourth down. They'll come up first and 10 at the 40.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Give to Robinson from the pistol. And he's going to be stuck well behind the line of scrimmage. A play going absolutely nowhere. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Here goes tonight. Combo. Check. Out. Check. Crazy.
Throwing now is May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And he'll gain some yardage here, but that is not nearly enough for the first down. It's going to bring up fourth down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day one install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
Crazy.
Now May. Open man, Demario Douglas. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
23 yards.
The drive stays alive. They got 23 yards on fourth down.
23-yard line.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go, sit up. Hey, what's that? Stay with him.
May gonna look to throw. This one batted away. It's incomplete. Good hands there in the end zone. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
It's hard to play that ball any better than the way that defender did right there. I mean, to stay patient throughout the entire play and make sure that not only are you in prime position to make it, but then once the ball is there, attack it, knock it down, and save a touchdown.
Going right, it's taken in, and they continue to churn out first downs. What a drive. It continues now with 1st and goal.
At the 8-yard line.
It's been a rough first half, but now as we approach halftime, Mike, you got to start getting some wins, and it could be something small like we just saw here. Some positive plays, build a little confidence on that sideline, so as you go into halftime, you have something to build on.
Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
Five.
May to throw on 2nd down. That is caught by the tight end. Well, that is a step in the right direction, finding the end zone. I don't know, Greg, could this be building some momentum for these guys, and that's important before halftime?
Absolutely, and I think the biggest thing this coach is trying to get across right now on the sideline, Mike, is let's just cut into this lead, and let's make it a one-score game at half. So they still got some work to do, but if they can go into halftime, regroup, catch their breath, just keep it close, give yourself a fighting chance here out of the break.
Team 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. The dangerous Mecole Hardman on the return. Now an opening past the 30. They finally get him down, but he gets all the way up close to the 40-yard line.
At their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Cook. Finding room across midfield. Inside the 30. And he will go all the way. Good look Striking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Visitors 28, our home team 7. Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Jones now on the return. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Hey, 5.
Throwing on 1st and 10 is May. That is incomplete. There's no way to force a football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Second down and 10.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half. He's got to settle down, have some more efficiency on these early downs, and get his offense into some sort of rhythm.
Hey, here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
On 2nd down, it's May. On the run to the right. This one up top for Dobbs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. They'll have a first down. It's a gain of 28.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Where was that? Hey, what's that? Crazy. Hey, 5.
To throw is May. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. His 5th catch of the afternoon. Good for a first down.
And while it ultimately worked out for him this time, Mike, this is not a throw he wants to make a habit of, because that was risky. When he threw it, I thought that ball was being picked. I think he got away with one here, results in a big pickup, and get a fresh set of downs.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
May to the air once more. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
Hey, what's that? Crazy.
May to throw again. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete. Trying to connect with Romeo Dobbs that time. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense, and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
What an important sequence this is, trying to get one of those scores back before halftime in a great spot. First down and goal. They'll run with Robinson. And he's going to lose yardage here, taken down back at the 8.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
It's back at the 8 now for 2nd and goal.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Hey, five.
Throwing is May. That's complete to Ramondre Stevenson out of the backfield. And he will win the race to the pylon. He's in. The quarterback, with all of his eligible receivers available, uses the back out of the backfield that time, Greg, to take it to the end zone.
And when your running back, Mike, is a valid threat in the passing game, man, it just gives you so many options. And in this case, it was the running back that was the open target. He's able to put the pass on the money. Easy 6 points.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Hardman now to return it. A good return as he takes it across the 30.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
First and 10, and it's Allen. Open man downfield, it's Kincaid. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. A pickup there of 28 yards.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Regular.
To throw on 1st and 10, Allen. That is hauled in at the 5. And he's in. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start.
At their own 28-yard line.
Here goes that. Crazy. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Here's May to throw it on 1st down. He's going to air this one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down.
Here goes that. Hey, what's that? Crazy.
Out of the gun, here's May. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw when the pass is incomplete.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy. Hey, 5.
Operating from the shotgun, it's May, and that is incomplete.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. Truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down.
Crazy, crazy, crazy. 5. Crazy, crazy. Crazy.
They do indeed snap it as they'll try and throw. And that is not going to work. It is incomplete. They go for it on 4th. They wind up turning it over on down.
What's that?
Throwing now. Allen here on 1st down. That one is complete to Hartman. And a critical tackle there. They're getting close to scoring. Instead, they get nothing. Time has run out. This first half has come to an end.
Mitch Wishnowsky set to kick off.
Very one-sided first half of action. Will we get a turnaround? Let's find out. The 3rd quarter is underway. Jones now on the return. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hey, here we go, tonight. Hey, what's that? Hey, 5.
On 1st and 10, here's May. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Hey, dip right. Just get it in the pocket.
Throwing on 2nd down. May. And that ball led him too far, maybe too wide. Out of bounds, incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
Crazy. Hey, what's that?
Throwing on 3rd down is May. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he's going to get awfully close to the 1st down marker, but appears just to be a few inches short.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the 1st down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
They'll go. Here's May. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen. Trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down. Here's May again. Good work there defensively. Knocked it away, and that pass falls incomplete.
It is exactly how they coach it. Once he realized he wasn't going to get home, he does the next best thing. Get that big old hand up and knock the ball away.
2nd and 10.
What's that? Hey, what's that?
Throw again is May. And he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. Maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
And I like this defensive game plan. When you're going against an elite quarterback like this guy, Mike, you have to get bodies in his face. You have to get him around his feet. You have to move him off his spot. Because if he can sit there in rhythm, on time, comfortable in the pocket, he is going to pick you apart. So it doesn't always have to be a sack, but you have to make him uncomfortable in the pocket.
Forced to his right. He'll try and get there on the ground.
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
Hey, what's that?
They're going. It's May. Open man, right side. He's got it. And he will have the 1st down. Needing to make something happen, trailing here in the 3rd quarter. They convert on 4th down.
A little bit of a risky decision for some, Mike, but frankly, I really like it. I think the days of being aggressive on 4th down, even on your side of the field, are here to stay. And while some people say this is over-aggressive, in this case, the aggressiveness paid off, and they're going to keep this drive alive. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Working out of the gun. It's May. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and hope your quarterback gives you another shot.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy. Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Here's May. And that is incomplete.
We're starting to see a lot of this on 3rd down, Mike, where they're going to rely on the run after catch to pick up these 3rd down conversions. So you know what that depends on? You have to actually complete the ball, and in this case, it falls incomplete, brings up 4th down.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, what's that?
Now, May. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It was a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
Yeah, when you find yourself down big here in the 2nd half, you have to maximize every possession, and that's exactly what the coach tried to do, going for it on 4th down. Give yourselves a chance to cut into this big lead, but it's the defense that came through again with a huge stop, and that's going to make their chances of coming back that much more difficult. Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down.
Now, so far here today, putting points on the board certainly hasn't been a problem, and plays like that are why. Think about it, Mike. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you and not force something that's not there, and that mid-range pass results in a fresh set of downs.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Give them 12 on that one. They are on the march. Another first down.
First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Have to imagine at some point here, Mike, the defensive coordinator looks to change things up. This running back has had his way with them all day long. Get a few more guys in the box, and then you know what that does. It opens you up down the field to that passing game.
And he gets that to Hardman. And he's going to be brought down just outside the 10-yard line. Not just a first down, but reception number 70 on the season. On the handoff, this is Cook. Nothing's there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground.
And he's got another one.
So often these defenses come into the game, Mike, and when they build their pass defense plan, there's tight ends, there's receivers, there's so many weapons that these offenses around the league have at their disposal. It can be easy sometimes to not account for the running back out of the backfield, and that's exactly what happened here. Easy throw, get it into the hands of one of the most dynamic guys on the field, and let them do the rest after the catch, and he takes it in for a touchdown.
Jones now on the return. He'll get this up past the 20, and that's where they'll set up shop.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
This drive starts at the 21. It's first and 10.
What's that?
They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And their woes in the running game continue. He's going to be taken down behind the line.
Some pretty good speed coming off the line there, and it helped him disrupt that draw. Well, I don't even think disrupting is the right word. He flat out stopped the draw, handing them a loss.
Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
May to throw on second down. That is caught downfield by Douglas. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. That one good for 29.
And up until this point, we haven't seen a lot go their way, but here in the third quarter, they're starting to find some plays. They're starting to get some opportunities. Just got to ask yourself if it's too little, too late.
They'll come up here, first and 10.
You got that? Hey, what's that?
May gonna look to throw. Throwing on his back foot, and it's taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter.
1 yard gain.
So, 3 quarters now in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They work just shy of midfield on second and 9.
What's that?
To throw now, May. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Five.
May to the air once more. That's complete. He's got it to London. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far. but that one gives them a first down.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight. They continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
They're going to get this outside. This could be a double pass. That is incomplete. They tried to take a shot there, use a little trickery, but the defense was all over it, and it brings up 3rd down. To throw is May. And that one's incomplete. They really ratcheted up the coverage there, and they force 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. That's taken in. He will have the conversion and more. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. They pick up 27 and convert on 4th down.
Goal at the 6-yard line.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. He slams it in there, and he is in. Well, it's not going to be enough, but at least they find the end zone at the end of a hard week's work. This will pay off with a touchdown, Greg.
Mike, you can just chalk this one up in the column of too little, too late. Give credit to this offense for not going down without a fight, but they're not going to have enough time to find themselves back in this one.
We're down 3 scores, and it's late. They're going to need a few bounces to go their way. They'll start right here, trying to get an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away.
No choice. You find yourself down big here late in the 4th quarter, Mike. You got nothing to lose. Give it a shot. Nice job here by the hands team recovering. They're going to take over possession.
Here's a handoff to Cook. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
Roberts the lane on the tackle. A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Allen gonna throw. Look wide. Get this one complete. And they won't let him get away. He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
The quick passing game in the NFL, Mike, is so dependent on yards after the catch. You got to generate space with the scheme, and then it's up to the receiver to do the rest. In this case, nice job defensively, because this guy couldn't even get back to the original line of scrimmage.
Pick up on the 11 yards on that one. And that will be a 1st down.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had to lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
Once again, it's Cook. And he's able to force his way through one man, but he can only muster about a yard on that play. Second down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Throwing on second down. It's Allen. Pass complete right side to Kincaid. And he takes it down to the 15-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
16-yard pickup on that one. That's enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the gun, here is Allen. On Allen's throw, it's complete. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
A 7-yard pickup.
Here's second and 3 to go. From the gun, it's Allen. This one on the floor. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with first and goal. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. To throw again, it's Allen. And he overshot his man. Out of the end zone, that one's incomplete.
There isn't much room for error when operating inside the red zone. The field is really condensed. Those throwing windows become a lot tighter and forces your quarterback to make some really highly contested throws. And as we just saw, those aren't always going to go your way.
That one too far. Over the end line. Overthrow. It is incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this third down and goal. Allen to throw again. And that is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
This has been quite the drive. 3 points would kind of feel like a letdown, so they're going to go for it here on fourth and goal. That one is caught in the back of the end zone. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Jones now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Made out on first and 10. Moving outside the pocket. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Well, fortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up second down.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He's going to take a shot. Sends it down the middle.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield.
Now there's a throw out wide. Hey, this might be a double pass. But he's not going to be able to get rid of this. He's going to be tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
Loss of 9 brings up 4th down.
Let's see what they do here. This is 4th and long.
Hey, what's that?
This is caught. He's got a long way to go. And they're going to get this all the way up close to the 40-yard line. Now this offense going to use the first of their timeouts. Clock is stopped. 47 seconds left here in the 4th. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's that?
One knocked away. It is incomplete. They go for the RPO and not connect. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
And while this one is all but over, these guys aren't going to let up one bit. They have a lot of pride in their performance, Mike. And just because they had this big lead, they're not going to give you anything easy here down the stretch.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10.
Hey, what's that? Hey, what's that? Crazy, crazy, crazy.
Operating from the shotgun. It's May. That one incomplete. Good job. Textbook there. Separating the man from the ball. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
There's certain guys, Mike, that have earned the right to make those tight window throws. And that doesn't mean that he's not going to get himself into trouble from time to time, but we've seen throughout his career his ability to make throws that other guys are either uncomfortable or unable to make is a big reason why he's kind of in a class all of his own. I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Crazy, crazy.
They'll go. Here's May. And over the middle and take it in. He's got it. Now another timeout called by this offense. They have 1 remaining. They'll stop it with a little over 30 left in the game.
Hey, here goes tonight. Hey, what's crazy, crazy, crazy. Five. Crazy, crazy.
May to throw again. Over the middle, he fits it into Dobbs. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
To throw again is May. This one batted away. Good coverage there. It's incomplete.
And the defender does such a good job, Mike, not only putting himself in position to make the play, but how often do we see guys that are there and they just can't quite make it? In this case, he's there, knocks the ball down. Really nice play.
Hey, five.
Here's May again. There's that man again. Another catch. And this is going to be a touchdown. It's too little too late. Do get a bit closer as they score here in the final minute of play.
At this stage of the game, the score is really irrelevant. You want to try to build something positive towards the end of this game, and I think that score will help do just that.
So the late score gets them a bit closer to respectability. They'll try to get even closer with an onside kick. The kickoff unit is out there, and they'll send this one away. And he'll be taken down. We'll see if they want to use that final timeout or not, but things are pretty much spoken for. They go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. And he is putting in the work. Dancing inside the 40-yard line. A gain of 8. So it's a win for our visitors. Their perfect season continues here into the month of December. They continue to be the #1 team in all of football. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long, everybody.